evening. I'm either recording things in the dark or like it's like three versions of me happening at the same time. I don't know how to get rid of that, and it's gonna annoy me. So I'm gonna try and avoid looking at it so I can stop moving my head around like a weirdo. Anyway, in my last video, I talked about intuition, or that sensation that rises when we meet somebody or in a situation that feels unsafe, or something doesn't feel quite right, and then the body kind of gives us a signal that is useful and valuable, and something we should consider. And in my book, I chose the moon to represent intuition for a number of reasons. I love the moon. I stare at the sky, but in particular the moon every night. And I base some of my decisions on different phases of the moon. So there's a little bit of a weariness coming in there too. And I chose the moon for the book because the moon does not have a light source of its own, and yet it illuminates things in the dark. So it brings things up to the surface that are not visible during daylight. Things that are not based on logic, reason, or anything like that, and yet it's either like that deeper sense of knowing, or something that's, you know, mysterious, not as easily understood, whilst at the same time being quite useful. Like, we've all been in positions where we haven't trusted our gut or that intuition, and it hasn't turned out so well. And we've been in positions where obviously it has. We've listened to it, and it's been a positive experience. And it's not like a radar for bad things. Like, we have, I certainly have been in a position where I've been around certain people where, for whatever reason, nothing logical, nothing that you can explain, but the body has a feeling of calm, grounding, feels grounded, feels relaxed and at ease. And yeah, so it's an element, it's a component of the whole system that I feel is very valuable, that some people either overemphasize and go, yep, cool, your gut is always true. That's I don't agree with that either, because we've all had different experiences, and sometimes the body will give us a signal that's based on trauma or past hurtful experiences. That's not necessarily that true intuition. And also, you know, there are people that will completely dismiss it because there isn't anything logical, there's no scientific evidence for it, etc. So whilst I wouldn't solely rely on the moon or intuition as a guide, I would certainly never dismiss it either. So hopefully you've had a great weekend. Chat to you all soon. Bye.